Hello everyone, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV, where Newcastle United have made it 2 wins in a week as they've beaten Aston Villa by 1-0. This is the last word.
Newcastle Fans TV.
What a January transfer window it has been, and I couldn't have got through it without the One Football app. The One Football app has everything you need, news, gossip, and everything in between. Lee, you've had the One Football app for a while now. How much do you love it?
I love it. I'm just looking at all the confirmed transfers that have been happening. It's been a very busy January for Newcastle, and the stories are still happening, and it puts all the articles together, so you don't need to look anywhere else.
The link's in the description. Download the One Football app now.
Yes, this is the last word, and we've got a very special guy. It is the Irish guy. I'm sure you've seen him before. He's well known. He's well known, isn't he? Ramsey, what a win. A big win. Wasn't the prettiest, but when you look at the starting 11, a couple of changes. Matt Target, of course, ineligible. So Javi Manquillo came in at left back. Dan Burn replaced Jamaal Lascelles, who apparently is unwell. So when you seen that team initially with Kieran Trippier as captain at right back, what were you thinking?
I was a bit apprehensive, obviously. I mean, no captain, no target. But to be fair, I think I'm just so made up for Dan Burn. This is literally the greatest day of his life. Geordie boy, born in Blythe, rejected when he was a kid in like 2003, and he's managed to work his way back up through the ranks at Darlington, Fulham, Brighton, and now he's back. And I was just so happy to see him. Finally make his full debut. It's great, honestly. As for the left back situation, I mean, I think Manquillo has done okay actually this season. For years he's been a bit of a the left side version of DeAndre Yedlin. When you see him on the team sheet, you think, oh no, but he's done okay. And today he did well as well. Think of Matt Target. I've said in my videos in the other channel, I was always a big critic of him at Villa. I didn't think he was up to much, but to be fair, I mean, he's solid and he's steady. That's what Target is. They give you a 6.5 out of 10 every week, and I think that's what we need. It'd be great to see him back in the team. But you know what it is? We have depth now. We actually have depth on the bench. I'm getting carried away now, but Bruno Guimaraes, I cannot wait to see him make his first start in a black and white shirt. Like the fans, everyone said, you probably heard it at your side as well. They just can't wait to see him. They can't wait to see him in the team. So I'm going. Ask me another question, Johnny, because I'll be here all day. Otherwise, I'll go off on a tangent.
2 happy Newcastle fans. You don't see that very much, do you, at the minute? But hey, fantastic stuff. First half started. I thought it was a bit of a scrappy game in all, and no one really had clear-cut chances. And Newcastle probably had the first clear-cut opportunity when Fraser's cross was collected by Martinez. Wood nearly got on the end of it. But Joe Willock, fantastic run.
Brilliant.
Taken down. Referee gives a penalty initially. I thought it was outside the box live, I have to be honest. But he does award the penalty. VAR check it. We'll talk about VAR.
Don't need it though, do we? Don't need the penalty, right? When you got Kieran Trippier on free kicks, who needs it? That's as good as a penalty. I even said to Diatta, just like against Everton, Trippier on there, he'll score it. Don't worry, he'll score it. And it's a bit of a luckier strike than the Everton one. The Everton goal was absolute class, almost Croatia-esque. It took a deflection off someone in the Villa wall.
I think it was Buendia.
Buendia, okay, and it just flicked over Martinez. So a bit of luck, but. The thing with Trippier, it's not even just the flashy free kicks, that's the bonus. The thing with Trippier, he's just a class act. He is one of the best right backs in the world. I said in a video recently, if he was born 10 years earlier, he'd have over 100 England caps. It's just because there's such a, I don't know why, but there's so many class English right backs right now, so he's a bit of a struggle.
I bet you're delighted by that, aren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But no, he's class, he's absolutely class. And you know what, I think we've had maybe one decent right back in the last 20 years, and that was Debussy. Other than that, it's just been a neglected position. Go on.
Whoa. You talking about James Perch?
Of course, Perchino, yeah. And your mate Stephen Carr as well after the interview. Yeah. Got to talk him up, right? But no, it's just such a relief to finally see positions that have been neglected for so many years finally get strengthened in the right areas. It would have been so easy for the Newcastle board to go out there and do the Man City thing and just, I don't know, put in a bid for. I know they said they put in a bid for Eden Hazard, but I don't really believe that. What they did instead was sign actual quality players in positions that need a strengthening, like your Trippiers and hopefully your Brunos and even Chris Wood. I know he's struggling a bit at the minute, but
he had a chance as well, Ramsey, Chris Wood, because obviously he could have played Fraser through, but I think any striker, I know for a fact you would have had a shot. He has that extra touch, and he sees the goal, he sees the chance, and yes, he didn't get it on target, but greedy strike. I'm sure you appreciate that, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. No, go for it. Honestly, he is desperate for a goal. That's all he needs. I think he's probably a bit gutted that the penalty wasn't awarded, because then he'd be off the mark instead of Trippier getting 2 in a week. Greedy, but Yeah, Chris Wood, you know what it is? He's a stopgap. He's a Daryl Murphy-esque, here for 6 months, do a job, and hopefully we'll massively upgrade in the summer. And then we'll have both the new signing and Callum Wilson fighting every week. So listen, Wood's here for a short-term gig. I wouldn't even be surprised if he moved on in the summer. This isn't me downplaying him saying he's crap. It's just in the summer. I like it to Man City. Their first summer transfer window, they got a Tevez. Like, you know, once we stay up, we'll be aiming big. And I think, Chris Wood's, he's here to do a job. And listen, if he can get 3 or 4 goals,
it's going to save you so you don't get run over.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, it's a good debate. Getting your comments about Chris Wood, because it is a fascinating one. Obviously bought in January by Eddie Howe. Just needs a goal, I think. Just needs a goal. Maybe we'll see the best of him.
Yeah.
Just before half-time, Javier Manquillo came off with an injury. Paul Dummett replaced him. And then just after half-time, Kieran Trippier comes off and Emil Kraft comes on. So 2 new full-backs with Dan Burn and Fabian Shaw, who's got, been battered from pillar to post as well. When you look at that back 4,
that's a good point. It's a bit of a makeshift back 4.
It is. But did you feel rather, Ramsey, that the back 4 that we ended with was still steady enough?
It was. They didn't put a foot wrong, I don't think. I know Villa tried to come down our right-hand side quite a bit in the second half, and they got a bit of joy. But to be honest, they didn't really have that much to contend with. I think Villa were pretty poor, to be honest, especially in that second half. They didn't offer that much. Like, they do have quality players. They brought on Bailey and Ings, 2 quality players, and nothing really happened. And maybe that's in part due to us, being very organised at the back, maybe, which a bit of a surprise, because when you think Eddie Howe coming in, you think he's a nice ball-playing coach. You don't think, a great defensive organiser, do you? But no, he's done well. Listen, it's, what's that, 1 goal conceded and 3, 2 clean sheets? It's great. No,
we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Maximin had a chance which took a deflection, just went wide, but probably the biggest talking point that you would have seen in the second half was Aston Villa's disallowed goal for VAR, which took about 5-6 minutes. It was a long time. However, eventually it looks like they've made the right decision. I've not seen a replay, I don't know if you have, Ramsey, but Digne's cross, I believe, takes a nick of someone, and then it comes to Watkins, who heads home from close range,
and then he's in the offside position.
And he's in the offside position from that little nick, I believe.
Okay.
However, Newcastle got away with one there, and apart from that, I don't think Dubravka really had any shots that you go, what a save, Martin Dubravka. It was comfortable. You'd expect Martin Dubravka to make those saves.
Both keepers, really. Honestly, Martinez and Dubravka had pretty much nothing to do all game. But it's funny, that Villa disallowed goal, that is basically Burnley deja vu. So now I remember back in November. Even with Burnley, the fans set up a flare. Same with Villa fans this time out, and it gets ruled out. Brilliant. But
should Kraft do better? It's on his side, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly should do. I said Villa targeted him quite a bit in the second half, and maybe he should. But listen, it just comes down to the fact that Luca Digne is a very good footballer. We wanted him at the club. We didn't get him, so we took advantage, got targeted instead. But listen, put Digne up against Kraft, and there's only one winner, to be honest. So I wouldn't blame Kraft too much. He's a utility player. It's what he is. Like, listen, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Newcastle, I think, ran the clock very well. They just, did all the necessary stuff that you need to do to make sure you win the games of football. Newcastle did hold on in the end. Just before we get Eddie Howe's thoughts on today's game, there was a couple of medical emergencies. Yes, he's just round over there somewhere. And there was a couple of medical emergencies that you probably would have heard on the telly if you weren't at the game. If you were at the game, there was one in the Gallagher and one in the East Stand late on. Everybody in Newcastle Fans TV would like to wish all our best on to those 2 fans, those 2 supporters. We don't know what happened. I don't think we need to speculate on anything, but we wish them all the very best. Here's Eddie Howe after the Newcastle's 1-0 win.
Yeah, we know how tough it is to win 1 game at this level, as you say, but to win 3, it's been a big effort from the players. Full credit to them. It's been a difficult season, as you say, in many different ways and respects, but judging them recently, there's been a really collective steeliness about the group, and that was evident today. A very good defensive performance. It wasn't our best performance with the ball, loads to improve, but we got the basic fundamentals right. Yeah, I felt against Everton we were better in lots of different aspects. I didn't think we let Everton settle. I thought we were really, really good out of possession in terms of pressing. Today, it was more in terms of a solid defensive shape, and our own half was very good. We shut the doors on them. We defended and blocked crosses really well, blocked shots well, defended our goal. I can't remember them having too many clear-cut chances, which is a huge compliment to the team.
So Eddie Howe is absolutely over the moon, Ramsey.
He sounded thrilled, didn't he?
He was, wasn't he?
He was buzzing. He could barely keep himself still. Go on, Eddie.
But 3 wins in a row from Eddie Howe and Newcastle United. 4 points now clear. You'll see the table on your screen very, very shortly. 4 points ahead of Norwich.
Yep.
There's a comfortable gap now ahead of Watford.
Yep.
Burnley got beat off Liverpool, I believe.
Good.
So, are Newcastle United safe now?
Looking rosy. It's funny, Johnny. For those of you who don't know it, we did a bit of a podcast a few weeks ago, and I said to Johnny and Sam, who were both terrified on the edge of their couch, "Don't worry, we'll be fine. All right, we've got the January transfer window to come." And two of them, the naysayers, thinking, "Oh no, we've still got about 5 games to go. We could be cut adrift." They said, "Nah, look what's happened. All right, Eddie Howe's a good manager. We made some We've had the best January transfer window out of every team in the league,
Why?
bar none, because we've completely had a makeover of our team. Like, I did this in a video a couple of days ago. Look at the team that started the season against West Ham and look at it now. I think there's only 2 players from that starting lineup. I think that's saint-maximin and Shelby. Especially look at the back 5 we started with under Steve Bruce. Kieran, Clark, Kraft, Fernandes. It was completely different. This time, look at it now. We've got like one of the best right backs in the world in Kieran Trippier every week. That's steady. It's just even the likes of Joe Willock. He looks.
I thought he had a really good game today.
I think he's been brilliant the last month. I saw a player there at Arsenal. Put him in a good team and he'll thrive. Right now we're not a struggling ramshackle team under Steve Bruce anymore. So he has license to roam forward and play with a smile on his face. Like,
how much credit does Eddie Howe deserve then? Because you look at the 2 different managers and the way they're set up. Yes, Eddie Howe has had the bonus of a January transfer window, but it's just so different. The comparison is just so different, isn't it?
It's just a breath of fresh air. Eddie Howe likes to get the ball on the deck and just go for it. Go and attack teams. He did it with Bournemouth. But Steve Bruce is the complete opposite. I mean, listen, Bruce kept us up. He did a job. He did a job at Newcastle, but he's not the man that would ever take a club forward. I know West Brom under Valerian Ismail were playing awful football. I don't know why they've appointed Bruce in the Championship. I suppose it's due to his promotion record, but honestly, he plays awful stuff, and it was very unambitious. Even in the press conference, you almost felt like we were beaten before the game had even kicked off. And Howe is completely different in that regard. And he is a good coach. I know the relegation at Bournemouth sort of stained his CV a bit, but I think hopefully going forward now, it'll show that he's a top half coach. Yeah,
2 players that I want to mention before we finish is Dan Burn and Joe Linton, because I thought they were both absolutely superb. I mainly argued who was man of the match off camera. I said Dan Burn, and you could see what it meant to him as well. There was a little moment just at the end when we just finished, and he's just kind of taking it all in. He's away from all the rest of the players, taking it all in, going, wow, I've just made my debut for Newcastle, kept a clean sheet in a win. It doesn't get much better than that. What did you make of those 2 performances in particular, Ramsey?
Amazing. Joe Linton blew me away against Man United last month. I was at the game and I couldn't believe what I was watching. And ever since then, I don't know how we persisted with him up front, or even at Hoffenheim when he was on the left. Hoffenheim, right? When he was on the left wing. I don't understand. He's a great centre midfielder. I don't know how it's taken him this long to realise what his best position is. But he's great. He gets stuck in. He's box to box. He's playing with some confidence now and a bit of swagger. And Byrne, like I said earlier, I'm so made up for him. Listen, he's a 29-year-old Geordie who probably thought his dream had died. He was kicked out of the club when we had Titus Bramble and Aaron Hughes at the back. I mean, come on. That was the club basically saying to him, no thanks. And yeah, the fact that he's not only playing for Newcastle, the boy club, but he's playing for Newcastle, and arguably the most exciting chapter in the club's history. Like, we're the richest club in the world. It's amazing for him. Like, listen, he's probably not going to be here in 18 months, but listen, hopefully it'll be an amazing 18 months for him. And delighted. As you say, they were both fantastic. Brilliant.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yes.
Newcastle have managed to get all 3 points this afternoon. It's been fantastic. Great atmosphere as well. Fantastic from War Flags as well. But what a week for Newcastle, and it moves on to West Ham next week, which Lee will be there. Get all your comments in. Who was your man of the match? We're kind of saying Dan Burn, just maybe Joe Linton, again, fantastic as well. If there's somebody different, tell us why. But as you can see, St James's Park, the lights are still on, but Newcastle have managed to get all 3 points. We'll see you all very soon.